Another very important tip, if you don't understand any question, request the person to repeat it. Now, how to request? We have some bad habits. Mostly the Marathi speakers, they say, they through these gestures and gesticulation, they will ask the person to repeat the question. The best method is, excuse me sir, will you please repeat the question because I didn't understand, or please repeat the question sir. And the tone has to be very moderate and polite so that the person feel understood. Sometimes deliberately they may give you some confusing question, and in that confusion it is your moral responsibility to get the confusion cleared. If the confusion is coming from the panel member, get it cleared in a very polite manner. So please do that. The best method is, will you please repeat the question sir, I didn't understand what you mean. Another very important tip, that sometimes you may not know the answer. Remember, you are not a computer, you are not a Google or Wikipedia that you know each and everything. Sometimes you don't know the answer. Accept it and very gracefully, in a very polite manner, say that, sorry sir, I don't know the answer. Don't bluff. Don't beat around the bushes. Don't try to deviate the question because you don't know the answer. No, these people are smarter. Remember, वो बाप लोग होते हैं. So don't teach them. They will definitely get hold of you. And honestly, if you admit that you don't know the answer, they will definitely shift to another area, wherever you are comfortable. So please don't bluff, don't lie. Another thing is that don't show desperation. Desperation means, I am badly in need of job, please hire me. Don't beg. As I said, if you have the skills, if you have the knowledge that they are looking for, definitely you will be hired. And as I said in my previous lectures also, in previous video, you will realize that when you apply for any position, make sure that do you have the same qualities or the skills that are required by the employer or the position. If the answer is 60% yes, in that case you have to apply. If the answer is less than 50%, you do not have that much of knowledge and the skill that is required by the position, please don't go and apply, because you are bound to be rejected over there. Though you are eligible, all people, diploma holders or the degree holders having 60% or 70%, whatever the criterion set by the employer, you may be eligible, but you may not be having the same skills that are required by the position. So if the job is not meant for you, though you are eligible, don't go and apply. As I said, everybody cannot handle the frustration. If you are rejected, you are bound to get frustrated. Everyone, we are filled with emotions. We are bound to feel the emotions and the insult and the guilt, the rejection, and everybody cannot manage it. Everybody cannot bounce back. You require that kind of experience and the people to support you. And you know, in nuclear family, the support is little less nowadays. So please don't be desperate. Don't beg. If you are deserving, you should get it. And in private sector, there is no connection, there is no nepotism. Remember, because in private sector there is only one formula: perform or perish. You know, in any organization they cannot say that he is my brother, he is my friend, or she is my friend, and that's why I will hire her. No, these things do not matter in private industry, because they need performance. If they do not perform in market, they are bound to fail, and if they fail in market, there won't be any revenue generation, and if there is no revenue generation, no company can afford such employees. So please don't do that. Next thing is that after your performance also, if you get rejected, don't feel bad about it. That's not the end of the world. Feel that that opportunity may not be for you, or something went wrong. Maybe that day was not your day. Feel the frustration for that time being, and later on just go for another opportunity. Maybe another very good opportunity waiting for you. I'll tell you my own example. I was in Pune, did my post-graduation. After the post-graduation, I appeared for the first interview in Delhi Public School, Pune. In the final round, I was rejected. I felt really bad at that time because DPSC is a brand. But after the 6 months, I got selected in senior engineering colleges, that too in Mumbai. Had I joined over there or had I got selected over there, definitely I would have lost the opportunity which came after 6 months. So don't feel bad about it. But it does not mean that you should feel that, okay, next day, next opportunity will be waiting for me. No, you have to give your 100%. Don't keep any stone unturned. So don't carry any burden of interview. Feel free. If you have any question, if the panel member gives you a chance to ask something to them, you can ask about the product, you can ask about the work culture. Don't ask about the salary. If they ask you any question about the salary, what you need to do and what kind of different questions that are asked and how to answer them, in next video I will share. But as of now, if you have any special requirement, any special doubt about interview, you can WhatsApp it to me and I'll try to get back to you. For any interview, for primary tips I have given. Some corporate houses, they have some different requirements from the employees. They conduct it according to their requirements. So for that interview, the tips will differ. But for you guys, diploma and degree, these are very simple and formal tips that anybody can give you. And even if you think, you can also get it handy. So these are tips that I wanted to share. I wish you good luck for any of your interview. Thank you.